It won't really matter what suit we pick this time, and you'll see why very shortly. Yeah, sure, Bruce, we'll head back right after we're done. So we just turned on stealth mode, which is that little blue circle next to our health bar. When we are in stealth mode, we crouch everywhere. And this is the stealth level. It's only necessary to fight 2 enemies in this whole stage. However, this is the only level where we'll be using the nimble suit, because we needed to cross this gap. We can double jump in the nimble suit, but what we need to do is glide across. And we can only glide in the nimble suit as well. Unfortunately, I kept hitting my head on the ceiling, so let's try a different approach. Yeah, that seemed to work much better. There are actually a ton of enemy types which only appear in this level as well, but we're never going to fight them because we simply don't need to. Just stay right along the back wall and you'll only have to fight 1 enemy in the entire thing. Well, excluding the boss. But that's okay, because the stealth mechanics are part of what makes this level interesting, that and the platforming. Without those, it would be rather boring. And it's not usually a good sign when your game that's only an hour long gets really boring about halfway through. Here is the only time we will ever use the batarangs, so I'm gonna make sure you enjoy it. It takes 4 whole shots of our batarangs to destroy 1 basic goon. And sure, it knocks him back, but it only hits 1 enemy at a time. Alright, it's platforming time. These little mouths shoot fire out of them. I don't know why they do that, but they do. We just have to wait until they're done so we can double jump across the gap. If we jump into the fire, obviously we get knocked to the ground, which is not good. That's the opposite of what we want to do. This platforming section is the only other time in the game that the nimble suit actually comes in handy. And I think we're almost to the boss fight already. I believe he's at the end of this room or the next one. Hey look, a new enemy type. Shame we're gonna go right around him. Yeah, I'm positive now. It's the end of the next room that contains the boss. So this stage is definitely visually interesting as far as the game goes, at least. There's almost nothing to say about its design, unfortunately. It's the most gimmick-heavy... Well, no, that's not true. Goodness, is that not true? It's the second most gimmick-heavy stage in the game. And it makes you wonder why they bothered to implement platforming and stealth mechanics at all. Especially since they introduced new enemy types here that you're not even going to fight if you use those mechanics. This boss against Ghoul has a fairly simple pattern. He fires his laser jack-o'-lantern at us. He's vulnerable after he fires. After we hit him so many times, he teleports away. And we just stand in the center and block this fire until he comes back. Again, he's most vulnerable after he fires. You can hit them almost any time, but if you want to avoid getting hit yourself, that's the best time.